So that's the problem. We have a government now that is so focused on pitting one group of Canadians against another, dividing Canadians along these types of lines, ignoring the fundamental principle that prosperity is contagious, that success breeds other success, that we can all do well together, that you don't have to create losers in order to create winners. And this attitude of always trying to tear people down in the name of building people up has to stop. Prosperity can't come from government. The best thing that helps lift people out of poverty, the best people that helps improve the quality of life for all Canadians, are free people making free decisions, buying and selling, exchanging goods and services voluntarily. That is what creates wealth and prosperity. I like to use the example of television sets. I'm an avid TV watcher. I love movies. I love TV. I love watching shows with my kids, binge watching Netflix, and I'm going through The Simpsons right now with my 12-year-old, pre-screening, making sure that the jokes are all appropriate. But you know, about 30 years ago in the 70s, 40 years ago now, the top of the line best TV you could buy would cost the average worker around 2 weeks worth of salary. Take you about, the average worker, average wage based on Stats Canada, it would take the average person about 2 weeks to be able to afford that television. That's if they didn't buy anything else. If they just put everything they had into those 2 weeks, they could buy that television. Today, it takes the average worker in Canada 2 days to buy an infinitely better product. Now, that didn't happen because we had a minister of TV fairness. There's no royal commission on innovation, and there was no speeches given about we'll get you 500 channels in every living room and a chicken in every pot. It was because the free market worked. The people who made the product continually tried to improve it and find more efficient ways of producing it. And as a result, lower income Canadians, people who 40 years ago wouldn't be able to buy that television, now have a better product thanks to the magic of the free market, thanks to voluntary exchange. Every single voluntary transaction in a free market enriches both the buyer and the seller. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. That is the only way that you can create prosperity. The government cannot come along and look at the economy like a giant computer console and start pulling levers and switching dials and saying, well, we'll have a little bit more innovation there, and maybe if we create a supercluster over here, we can have growth and improve the quality of life. It is free people making free decisions. It is hardworking business owners creating those opportunities for those that don't have the skill or the means to do it themselves. It is the risk takers. It is those who are willing to put everything on the line, and if they fail, to pick themselves back up and try again. We benefit thanks to that economic engine in our society.